Are you an introvert? Today, this sharing is about how to be introvert and still be great at sales. Little did many people know I was an introvert because there was a lot of emotional stuff I had to go through, changes, and also being shy and also being shamed before for being outspoken. So I was naturally quite extroverted, and then I became introverted because I want to avoid from shame and all that. So my first question to you is, are you introverted by nature or by choice? Then I got myself to do some MBTI tests, and then I realized I was actually ambivert, but I'm slightly more towards extrovert. So my extroversion is 55% and my introversion is 45%. So meaning that I can switch in between. However, having said that, I'm more towards the type of person, which is why I'm sharing you this is that it's not just about extroversion and introversion because when situation arises, when it's time, you might, rise above the occasion to be outspoken. However, in sales, it's not really about extroversion or introversion. There's pros and cons for each. So if you are introverted, good news for you, you can be really, really awesome in sales. So I've been top sales in Fortune 500 company before without being an extrovert. I was quite an introverted person back then, very much compared to many other sales professionals in my line back then. However, I have this one trait, which I believe a lot of introverted person like yourself maybe can be very strong in, which is we are very data driven. We like facts. We like to investigate. We like to listen more than we speak. So actually, the active listening skill is actually very important, which comes to my second point. Most introverted people are quite good listeners. So listening skills are actually a skill that can be built and it's actually quite perishable, meaning if we don't practice it, it does, get get decline or disappear. So we need to continuously be conscious about it and really build our active listening because listening in essence is not just about the act of listening, but to really read and understand where the person is coming from when they say certain things, certain words, or when they are trying to express certain emotions, where they are coming from. What are the unmet needs underneath all those things, right? And what are the unmet needs when they are um, approaching you. So we need to find out that. And a lot of times they don't know what they don't know. So if we want to thrive in sales, we kind of need to be like a little bit of like a coach, right? Because we need to coach them to find their answer instead of telling them the answer. Why? This is point number three. When we tell them the answer instead of listening or guiding them to their answer, we are pushing them. So when we are pushing them, their wall goes up, their resistance, their barrier goes up. Also, what goes down? Accountability. Because they didn't say that you push them that, let's say if we don't listen, we tell them, then it didn't come from them, they wouldn't own it up. The prospects, the customers. This is just basic human psychology at play. So really, that's why sales is all about psychology, it's about active listening, and it's really not just about introversion or extroversion. I really do not believe that because there are steps, there are skills that can be built regardless whether you're introverted or extroverted. I hope this helps.